Hello guys, welcome to Solutions Hub. On today's tutorial, we are going to show you how to perform a few tasks using your calculator on matrices. So we have two matrices. We have matrix A and we have matrix B, and they are all 2 by 2 matrices, right? Good. So the first thing we would want to do is to show you how to use your Casio calculator to get the determinant of a matrix, right? Good. So basically it's just 1 times 4 minus 2 times 3, which is 6, right? So we have 4 minus 6, which will be minus 2. That should be the determinant of matrix A, right? Good. So now let's confirm with our calculator. So if you are using this calculator, you come to mode and then you click on 6, right? Good. That changes it to matrix mode. So we are trying to declare matrix A, which is 1. And then what's the dimension of matrix A? It's actually a 2 by 2 matrix. Remember, you can see other dimensions of matrices, right? Good. So not just the first display. So we go with 5, which is 2 by 2. So what are the elements? We have 1, 2, we press enter, 3, we press enter, 4, right? Good. So we have imputed the elements of matrix A, right? Good. So if we go to AC, we come to shift 4, which is the matrix, right? Good. So you now see the different operations that you can carry out with your matrix. Remember, we still have another page for you to view. So in this first page, we have actually declared our matrix A, which is 3. So if we say equal to, the elements of matrix A will be displayed, right? Good. Now what we want to do, we said we want to get the determinant of matrix A. So from this list of operations, the determinant is 7. So we click on 7. Then we still come back again to the matrix option, and then we click on 3, which is matrix A. So what this simply means is that we want to get the determinant of matrix A, right? Good. So let's click on equal to. So you can see minus 2, which is the same thing as what we got, which is 4 minus 6, which is minus 2. Now let us also declare matrix B so that we can do multiplication. So we come to shift 4. This time around we go to data because we want to impute a data. So let's call it 2 because it's actually the second matrix we want to declare, and then it's a 2 by 2 matrix. So we select 5, right? Good. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Good. So these are the elements of our matrix B. We can still confirm by coming back to matrix. We go to 4, which is matrix B, and then we go to equal to, and then we see that we have our matrix B, right? Good. So the next thing is for us to multiply the two matrices. Now there's a rule that the row in one must be equal to the column in the other, right? Good. Because the operation is row by column. So the row in one must be equal to the column in the other. So we have 2 rows and 2 columns, which means these two matrices are multipliable, right? Good. So that's one thing to note. So since these two are equal, we still come back to shift 4. So we go with matrix 3, which is matrix A rather, which is 3. Then we use multiplied by, we still come back to shift 4, and then we go with matrix B, which is 4. Right? Good. So what this simply means is that we are multiplying matrix A by matrix B. So we have equal to, and then these are the elements of the matrix. So we have 19, 22, 43, 50. Right? Good. Now one thing to notice that the last part of today's tutorial is for you to get the inverse of a matrix. We have shown you how to get the determinant, multiply, and now the inverse. Now getting the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix is very simple, right? Good. You get the determinant, which is what we have gotten to be minus 2 for matrix A. So your inverse is equal to 1 over the determinant, and then you change the position of these two elements, and then you also change the signs of these two elements. So we are going to bring 4 here, and then we are going to bring 1 here, and then this will now be minus 2, and this will be minus 3. So you now divide that by the determinant, and that's your inverse, right? Good. So recall what we said. You are going to change the positions of these two elements, which is 1 and 4, and then you change the signs of these two elements, which is 2 and 3, right? Good. Then you now divide it by the determinant. So now let's come to inverse. So we come to matrix, that's shift 4, we have 3, and then we can use this. What do we have? Remember that when 4 comes here, it becomes when you change the positions, rather 4 will come here, right? Good. So 4 over 2, 4 over minus 2 will give you minus 2, right? Good. Then this is 2, right? Good. So the sign has actually changed, so it will now be minus 2 divided by minus 2, which is 1. Then we have what? 3, which is minus 3, right? Good. So minus 3 divided by 2, which will give you what? 1.5. And then remember that the 1 will come here. So when 1 comes here, it will now be 1 divided by minus 2, which is what? 0.5. So basically, we have shown you on today's short tutorial how to use your calculator to find the determinant of a matrix, to multiply two matrices, and subsequently to get the inverse of what? A matrix. So it's just simply declaring the matrix and then using what? This inverse key, right? Good. So we have shown you a few things on matrix operations, and we are going to show you more subsequently on other tutorials. So until then, keep staying safe and have fantastic times. Bye.